And we welcome you into the Michael Pierce Athletic Complex on the campus of East Poinsett County High School in Lepanto, Arkansas. For Game 2 tonight, Buffalo Island Central Mustangs versus the East Poinsett County Warriors in this semifinal matchup in the boys bracket. Buffalo Island got here by beating top seed out of the West, Cotter Warriors, by a score of 48-47 on Monday night. East Poinsett County got to this point by beating Flippin on Tuesday night, 68-35. And it's not the first time these two teams have seen each other this year, as EPC swept the season series over Buffalo Island Central by a score of 62-39 in their December meeting, and the follow-up meeting a few weeks later in the middle of January over at the MAC at Monette. It was a much closer game, but EPC prevailed by a score of 41-40. My broadcast partner, Wes Cisco's back with me for this one as well. Wes, it's going to be hard to top what we saw in Game 1 between the two Lady Greyhound teams.
It sure is, but you got a second-year head coach and Coach Stephen Brown for East Poinsett County, and you got the first-year head coach of our BIC and Brandon Ballard. But Ballard's no stranger to Northeast Arkansas basketball after winning a couple state titles as a player for the Mustangs.
If you're familiar with Northeast Arkansas basketball at all, as you said, Wes, that name rings true. He's one of the, I would call him from the year 2000 up, he would be one of the legends from this area. Your officials for tonight, Eddie Hillis, Fred DiVittorio, and Johnny Esters. Jumping center will be Jonathan Gilmore for EPC, and Devin Pemberton for Buffalo Island. Eddie Hillis steps in, throws the ball up, and EPC controls the tap.
EPC's going to try to control the tempo. They're more of a fast action tempo.
Sure. EPC in the home whites with the red trim. Buffalo Island in their road navies with the gray trim.
And if you've been looking at the brackets, you see that Buffalo Island is on the top seed, which normally means they would be wearing the home white. But in this tournament, they decided the higher seed is who gets to be the home team on the scoreboard.
And that makes sense to me. Here's a kicked ball by Buffalo Island. It'll stay with EPC. Just underway here in Game 2 of the night after a barn burner in Game 1. Sloan Hendricks Lady Greyhounds pulling the mild upset over the Salem Lady Greyhounds. 51-50. Last second free throw by Emily Luffman secured the win. Here's a short jumper in the lane, bounces around, no good. Bush clears the board for EPC out to Gilmore. And Gilmore will reset. Looks like a 3-2 zone out of Buffalo Island. Here's Gilmore with a long three-pointer, and it rings true.
And that's one that, that far out, you're going to give him a couple of times and make him tell you, okay, I can hit those shots.
It's a good 23, 24-foot shot. And now Buffalo Island has turned. Here's a three of their own. No good. And EPC clears and looking to run. Quick pass ahead to Bush. Underneath, reverse layup, no good, but he's fouled. For two shots. See on the replay, Carmichael. Good look ahead. Carmichael gets the foul. And that'll send, I believe that's TJ Bush to the line for two.
And it looks like we've got a change in the starting lineup as Devin Pemberton started for the Mustangs instead of Tate Schooley, who started Tuesday night.
And so a late change to the lineup. First free throw is no good by Bush. Second one is up and falls in. TJ Bush gets on the board. You got a whistle and a foul. I believe they're going to get TJ Bush
hand checking
for a hand check. His first, team first.
Coach Brown told him, you know better than that. Get your hand off of him.
And Buffalo Island will inbound and reset their offense. Looking underneath, a lot of motion cutting, screening and cutting on the offensive end. Good ball handling. Pemberton passed up a shot.
McFarland's wanting to get Gilmore with the foul there. Nice play.
The basket in close.
Wildy in for his first two.
And it's a 4-2 game. EPC with the early lead. Just under 6 minutes left here in the first. Isaiah Taylor in the corner. Taylor back to Gilmore and back to Washington. Working that left side. Here's Bush in the middle. Looks for his cutter. No cutter. Shot up, no good. Gilmore battles and gets the board and kicks back out to Washington. Here's Isaiah Taylor for three. And it's too long. Battle for the board. And Washington comes up with the steal, saves it in. Nice hustle play. Here's the pass ahead to Bush. Whistle and a foul. Looks like it's going to be on the floor.
I believe it's going to be Carmichael's second.
Yeah, I believe it is. You can see on the replay. I guess he kind of hooked him with his left arm there.
Tate Schooley comes in to replace him.
Two quick fouls on Carmichael, and he'll get the set for a while next to Coach Ballard. EPC to inbound. Washington skies for the inbound pass. Bush, free 15-footer, no good. Buffalo Island with the board. And McFarland sets up out top, now hands it off. Man-to-man defense by East Poinsett County, extending the pressure quite a ways out. For Cutter, here's penetration off the screen. In, shot blocked, and EPC looks to run. What do we have? We have a travel by Joplin. That just looked awkward as he was driving in, Wes.
But I tell you one thing on the other end, McFarland is mouthing with the official wanting fouls. He better watch that with a couple of these officials here tonight, because they won't take that.
Yeah, a couple of these guys have low tolerance when it comes to mouthing from players. And I can't say that I blame them.
Well,
We've got another travel.
I tell you, I was one that I would let a coach talk to me. Player, on the other hand, was totally different.
The substitution coming into the game for EPC. I believe that's D. Buchanan, who did not play the other night due to an illness.
And they won't let him.
And they won't let him in without his shirt tucked in.
He's going to have to wait now. He cannot come back in now.
So that'll leave Rashad Washington into the game until the next dead ball. Getting back to Buchanan, I believe word was Buchanan was out with an illness the other night. Doesn't surprise me with all the flu that's going around.
No, not at all. I believe I read where Batesville will be out of school tomorrow due to the flu epidemic.
Yeah, a large outbreak in that community. Here's Taylor with another three out of the corner, no good. Battle for the board, TJ Bush. And it looks like we've got a foul. That's on Walling. He called it on 12?
Yeah,
Cannon Walling?
Yeah, he called on 12
okay.
on the shot. I had to look at the replay to find out.
So TJ Bush to the line for two. First one is in.
Low scoring first quarter.
Just under 4 minutes left in the first. 5-2, EPC leads. Second free throw is up and rings true as well. That makes it 6-2. Full court pressure now by the Warriors. McFarland looks to bring it up against Joplin. Now attempted trap by Joplin and Gilmore, and they've got him trapped on the sideline. Looking for help. Throws it out front and clears out of the trap. Now here's a look down low. Back out front. Thought about the three, drove instead.
Offensive foul.
I believe we got an offensive foul.
Coach Ballard is not happy with that one. And he's wanting a 30-second timeout.
It was on Tate Schooley.
Yes.
So Tate Schooley with the offensive foul. Saw there on the replay. I think Coach Ballard is claiming that he thinks the shot should count.
No, that does not count in high school basketball.
So we're going to have, out of the timeout, we'll have a sub into the game for EPC. I believe that's Garrett. Yeah, Tashawn Garrett coming in.
It doesn't matter if it's an offensive foul. It doesn't matter if the shot's already gone or not.
So if the shot's in the air,
it is. And you call a charge. It is a charge. There is no basket in high school basketball.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. I was unaware of that rule. Of course, I watch more college ball than I do high school, so.
He can argue that point all he wants to. It's a null situation.
He's still giving Eddie Hillis an earful on the sideline there. Buchanan looking for help, out to Taylor. Now over to Gilmore. More to Joplin. Joplin, three-pointer on the way, no good. And Schooley with the rebound for Buffalo Island. And over to McFarland, and he'll bring it across half court. 3:07 left here in the first quarter. Buffalo Island running a version of a motion offense. You've got a lot of high screens out front and almost like a three-man weave. Got a good battle out down in the post between Gilmore and Schooley. Here's McFarland on the drive. And we're going to have a reach in on Buchanan. It's D. Buchanan's first foul. Couple subs coming into the game for the Mustangs. Got Devin Pemberton and I didn't catch the other one, Wes. I got to get a little quicker. Buffalo Island looks to inbounds. Pass rolls free. Here's off to Buchanan.
Carmichael came back in.
Okay. Shot no good, but Garrett with the follow for the Warriors. And now full court trap by the Warriors. McFarland in trouble. And they just beat the 10 count across half court. There's a kick out. McFarland, three-pointer on the way. Got it.
He likes to shoot from that angle. We saw it on Tuesday night. He had a few from right there, just on the opposite side of the key there.
Just under 2 minutes left here in the first. EPC with a three-point lead. Here's Taylor from 12. Got it. Isaiah Taylor on the board.
They're going to get Travis Joplin with a holding foul.
Substitution into the game for EPC. TJ Bush returns, replacing Garrett. And here's Rashad Washington replacing Joplin. Was that Joplin on that foul?
Yes.
Okay. Waiting on. So we got Gilmore has an issue that he'll go to the bench.
And they're going to tell him since
Joplin
just came out, he's going to have to get someone else.
Right. So that'll send in Trey Howard. Not sure what's going on with Gilmore.
The thing I can think of is maybe
he may have taken a shot.
Out,
or Jersey was out
again.
Yeah. Buffalo Island looking to inbound, having a little trouble. Taylor almost slaps it away. Attempted save by Buffalo Island. And I think that bounced off Taylor. So the Mustangs retain.
We got another foul.
Another foul away from the ball. It's on TJ Bush. That's his second,
by
Wes.
Coach Stephen Brown.
And he wants to discuss it with Fred DiVittorio. Are we a full or a 30?
I believe it's going to be a 30.
And Fred decides to end the discussion and walk away. EPC leading 10-5 here. Second game of the night on semifinal night here at the Pierce Athletic Complex in Lepanto. First game, I know I keep talking about it, Wes, but wow, what a game that was. 51-50.
Excellent game. Two coaches that know how to coach the game, that sit down when they needed to, but got up and coached,
sure,
at points.
And as a lot of games do, it came down to free throws and turnovers.
Yep. And they hit they were struggling from the free throw line a little bit. Then they hit that last one there. They're next to the last one, I should say. It was when it all counted. They
hit them in the clutch when they had to.
Yep.
So congratulations to Sloan Hendricks Lady Greyhounds as they'll move on to the championship game. Now Buffalo Island facing full court pressure. Washington on McFarland. McFarland picked up his dribble, needs help, and he gets it. Blaine Wildy. Wildy out front, off McFarland. Looks for the three, doesn't have it, now drives. Kick out. No good on the three. Taylor clears the board for EPC. Washington looking to run. Ahead to Buchanan. Back to Washington. Now here's Buchanan for three. No good. Buffalo Island clears. And off to Blaine Wildy.
Good job by both teams of blocking out and only letting the offense have one chance at it.
Under a minute now remaining in the first quarter. Mustangs with possession. McFarland. Wiley was wide open for just a minute, but EPC recovered quickly. We approach the 30-second mark of the first quarter. Drive and kick. Ball slapped away, recovered by Buffalo Island, and we got another foul.
Well, that's going to be 15.
I think he meant 10 because there's not a 15 on the floor.
Yeah.
So 10 would be Trey Howard for EPC. And McFarland to inbound for the Mustangs. Gilmore intercepts the pass. Gilmore up. No good, but we got a blocking foul by Buffalo Island. It's on Wildy.
His first.
So Gilmore to the line. I have 5 team fouls for Buffalo Island, Wes. Is that what you have?
1 moment.
Free throw was up and good by Gilmore.
Yes, 5 for each.
Okay. Substitution will be coming into the game for the shooter if he makes his second free throw. Second free throw on the way, no good. Taylor with the board, puts it back, no good. Follow slam by Jonathan Gilmore. Putting it back with authority. Now we're approaching the end of the first quarter, 5 seconds, the trap is on. McFarland throws up desperation. It's saved, less than a second. Shot will not count, but a thunderous end to the first quarter for EPC with the Jonathan Gilmore dunk put back. Here it is on the replay.
At that time, there was no block out. He came from the left-hand side, and nobody touched him out from BIC.
Channeling his inner Michael Qualls on the putback there. EPC leads 13-5 at the end of the first. We'll step aside for a quick break and come back with quarter number 2. You're watching Prep Basketball on Tubetown.
It's time once again for the 2018 ESA St. Jude Radio Cablephone. Saturday, March 3rd from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. You can watch live on Ritter Communications 2, Channel 21 in Arkansas, and Channel 11 in Tennessee. Or take the Cablephone
coming back to that replay.
Watch via Facebook Live on the Tubetown Facebook page, or listen to the audio simulcast on Thunder Country 96.3. Don't miss the 2018 ESA St. Jude Radio Cablephone.
The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towel & Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
Coming back, and we're going to show you this replay again. Watch Gilmore crash the boards here with authority up, slams it home. I'm going to count that as a dunk, Wes, even though he was on the way down when he got the rim. But
if you notice, there were 4 Mustangs there, and nobody turned around and put a body on him.
Well, and I said before we went to break, he channeled his inner Michael Qualls. How many times did we see him do that for the Razorbacks? I know of one in particular against Kentucky that won the game.
Razorback fans like you and me are still remembering that.
There you go. There you go. Buffalo Island with the ball here to start the second quarter. McFarland out top. Washington with high pressure and telling him about it as well. Here's an attempted handoff. BIC recovers, running a 3-man weave type of offense here. McFarland up top. Here's a 3-pointer on the way, and it rings true.
Cannon Walling.
Cannon Walling with the 3. Now EPC. 2-3 matchup zone here by Buffalo Island. Attempted steal, almost got it. Back out to Buchanan. Buchanan off to Taylor. Loses control, gets it back up and in, and he's fouled.
They'll call that on Blaine Waldy. That's his second foul.
Nice play here by Taylor to regain his composure, up and in, and get the foul, and he's pumped up. Taylor at the line. Free throw up and rolls off. McFarland clears for Buffalo Island. Almost a steal there by D. Buchanan. There's a 3-pointer on the way by Buffalo Island. The iron unkind, and it rattles away. Here's Gilmore, back to Buchanan. Buchanan from NBA range, and he nails it.
10-point lead. I know you've only played a minute and a half, but if you're Coach Brandon Ballard, are you thinking about maybe taking another 30-second timeout and just getting your boys control now?
I think if you don't score here and EPC does, you've got to burn a timeout. This lead has ballooned rather quickly as we approach the 6-minute mark in the second quarter. There's a skip pass. Thought about the 3. Inside, a lot of contact.
That was a flop. That was a good no call. He flopped all the way. If you wanted to call anything, you could have caught a block.
Devin Pemberton gets on the board and stops the bleeding temporarily for the Mustangs. Here's Buchanan back to Washington. Now to Howard. In the middle to Buchanan. Short jumper up off the glass and good. Now the full court pressure comes back after the made basket. Couple of attempted steals from behind. BIC with the 3-pointer, and it's good.
Cannon Walling finally got one to drop. He's been close on a couple of occasions.
Here's Buchanan quickly back the other way. Blocked out of bounds by Pemberton.
Not a really good shot selection by Buchanan on that one.
Substitution in, Pemberton out. And it looks like Noah Teeter into the game for the Mustangs. Isaiah Taylor out for EPC as well. And it looks like that's Travis Joplin back in for EPC. Here's Gilmore, drive and kick out to Joplin. And Joplin will reset the offense over to Buchanan. Buchanan, another deep 3, and he nailed that one. They might want to guard him, Wes.
Yeah, you give him the first one, but then you got to start getting out on him. And TJ Bush is also checked back in, Marcus, for the Warriors.
All right. Couple of deep 3s by Buchanan, a good 22, 23 feet out. Here's a deep 3 from Buffalo Island, and it falls again for Cannon Walling.
9 points, all on 3-point shots for Walling.
And he's beginning to heat up as well. And APC stays with a 7-point lead. Buffalo Island back to within striking distance. Here's Gilmore with a long 3. No good. And the Mustangs clear the board. I'm trying to find number 12 if I'm McFarland right here. He seems to have the hot hand at the moment. McFarland, a lot of contact, no call. Look who recovers it. Layup up, no good. And it's off of the Warriors, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. Substitutions for each team into the game. Rashad Washington for EPC. And What, number 10? I don't have a number 10.
Tate Schooley?
Oh, yeah, Tate Schooley. Yeah, I was looking in numerical order, and I didn't. He's at the top of my sheet.
You have a little.
Officials timeout. We got a wet spot. Little wet spot on the floor. Certainly don't want anybody to slip and get injured.
Especially because you know you're already in the regional tournament next week.
Yeah. So the wet spot's cleaned up. Buffalo Island to inbound. Pass in. Now out front to reset the offense. Schooley. Got a jump ball.
They're saying that BIC called the timeout before the held ball.
Yeah, I didn't see the official coming in from the far side, but he had the call, so we're going to have a 30-second timeout here. Yep. Coach Brown at EPC is not real happy with that call. He thought he had a jump ball. I'm not sure if EPC would have gotten the possession off of that or not.
Yes, they would have. I just looked down.
Oh, yeah, I see now. Hustle play either way, and smart basketball IQ to get the timeout there.
And also, Walling was trying to call the timeout as the player on the floor with it before the tie-up, but Coach Ballard also called it from the other side.
From the bench.
From the bench. And, you know, being a former official, I've called it both ways where the coach can or could not call a timeout. In that kind of situation, I'm one of those that I wish they'd go back to go where the players only called a timeout during the live ball like they have back in college now.
Well, I've got to imagine it's hard for an official to hear that coming from the sideline and try to determine whether it's a fan or the coach.
And plus determine, was it before the tie-up happened or when did you hear it, because you got the human factor going in there as well.
As we said before, officiating is not for the faint of heart. It's not an easy job. McFarland looking to drive. Nice dump off. Shot blocked out of bounds by Bush, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. We have a sub?
We got a question.
Got a short conference here at the scores table. Here's the replay. No, we just missed the replay. I saw the graphic. And
TJ Bush with the
nice block by Bush to get all ball and not foul either with the body or the hand. So it looks like the conference at the scores table is over. And
you know, and as a former official, I didn't mind when they would buzz me, because if they have a question, I'd rather get it done and answered right now instead of down the line and then go, well, I didn't know.
You want to get it right.
Exactly.
So, turnover by Buffalo Island gives it back to the Warriors. Travis Joplin will bring it across. Buffalo Island in.
And it's still warm in this gym.
It's just going to get warmer because the available seats have certainly dwindled, and we may end up with a standing room only crowd tonight, Wes. Shot up, a lot of contact, no call. Howard with the board off the Bush. Bush back to Carmichael.
He's going to set it up.
He's going to reset the offense as we approach 3 minutes left in the first half. The Warriors holding on to a 7-point lead. You could call this defense by Buffalo Island either a 2-1-2 or a 3-2, depending on which way you want to call it, because your man in the middle sliding up. Here's a three-pointer on the way, and it falls true. Trey Howard.
Trey Howard with the tray.
Give me the rim shot. McFarland picked up his dribble, needs help, gets it. Screen set, ball was lost, recovered. Got a mad scramble here. McFarland, 13-footer, and it falls.
5 for the night for McFarland. He's back down to an 8-point lead. But this kind of heat in here, with these way these teams are running, you know, it's going to take the juice out of somebody. We just got to find out who in the second half.
Shot up, no good. Joplin with the board, but he's fouled before he goes back up. Looks like that's going to be on Walling. That's going to be his second by my count. Couple substitutions into the game. Carmichael out for Buffalo Island, and Schooley back in. Howard out for EPC. And let's see, who came back in? Was it Washington that came back in? Or Taylor? It may have been Taylor. I didn't see the exchange there. I just saw who went out. Joplin at the line. Free throw short, no good. Shot is up, no good, but a foul and a hard crash to the floor by Gilmore. And Gilmore's going to get charged for the foul.
His first. We see the replay here. Nice pump fake by Teeter.
It's a great fake by Teeter, especially when you know you have a high riser like Gilmore who has the blocking the shot on his mind.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
Got another wet spot. Now that Mr. DiVittorio's taking care of it, we'll shoot the free throws. 2 shots for Teeter. First one is up and in. Substitution. Schooley's out. Who replaced him? Walling?
Trying to look in here.
Second free throw is good by Teeter.
Yes, it's Walling. No, Walling's already out there.
And the lead dwindles to 6. Pemberton back into the game. Little trap on defense here by Buffalo Island. Almost a steal. Layup rejected. Second layup no good. Bush up. And Bush is going to be fouled by, look like, McFarland with the hack. Here's the replay. Bush with the good board back up, and he's definitely fouled on the way up by McFarland. Bush free throw is short. Substitution. Schooley back into the game for the Mustangs. And he's going to replace, I believe that's Pemberton, stepping out. Minute and a half left here before halftime. Bush second free throw. Rattles around and drops in. Seven-point lead now for the Warriors. Skip pass ahead. McFarland loses it, recovers. Now they've got 5 on 4 if they hurry. Three-pointer from the corner, and it's in! Cannon Walling.
His 4th three-pointer on the night, Marcus. He's got 12 points for the Mustangs.
And they've all come here in the second quarter, I believe. Three-pointer response by Isaiah Taylor. Leads at 7. And is that a foul on Washington there? We're going to shoot one. Mustangs will shoot 1 and 1. I believe that was on Washington. Let's see. A substitution into the game. Trey Howard replaced. No, they called it on Buchanan, I believe. Buchanan, not Washington. Free throw is up and good for Tate Schooley. And Buffalo Island staying within striking distance here. 6-point game, just under a minute before the half. Second free throw, too long. Taylor clears for the Warriors. And off to Joplin. Crosses half court, looking at a trap coming up to him. And we got a kick ball on defense. 36 seconds. Looks like we got another sub. Pemberton will come back in. Schooley out. Almost like an offense for defense. Or maybe not, because Coach Ballard is not happy with Schooley there. Giving some instruction as he found his seat on the bench. 30 seconds to play here before half. Isaiah Taylor off to Joplin. Joplin just inside the three-point line. Shots up and in. Nice shot.
Good shot, good way to take what the defense is going to give you. And there's going to be a foul right there on Howard. His second, put the Mustangs back on the line.
Wes, you're seeing just a little chippiness starting to creep in between these two teams. Of course, when you have teams that play each other multiple times in the same season, that's going to happen.
Oh, yes. I mean,
everybody out there is a competitor. You know, you want to give it your all, but you can see just some signs of chippiness, a little mouthing back and forth here starting to come into play. Wiley's free throw was up, no good. Joplin clears, 10 seconds to play before the half. And we've got a timeout by Coach Brown at EPC.
30-second timeout.
30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it here.
Not sure with an 8-point lead why you would burn a 30 on...
Well, it doesn't carry over, right?
No, it doesn't carry over. No, they all carry over in high school.
So even your 30s carry over? Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know if maybe it was a use it or lose it type scenario.
Plus he'd already used a 30, so that was out of, and he used the 30 in the first quarter. So I think I would have just let my playmakers make a play instead of calling a 30-second timeout. But.
Well, you could set up a play here. You know, if you set up a play and you hit a 3, that gives you an 11-point lead and gives you all the momentum going into the half. Just 6.6 seconds left here. You've got time to set up a play and get a good-looking shot. And depending on how quickly you shoot it, you may have time for a quick stick back right before the buzzer. They're going to be inbounding the ball from a very awkward position here, Wes.
That's because that's where the closest spot.
Sure, that's the closest spot to where the timeout was called, but that's a tough angle on a pass to get in. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Gilmore with the long 3. No good. Bush with the putback. No good. So the EPC Warriors will take an 8-point lead into the half over Buffalo Island, 32-24. We're going to step away, tally some stats, and we'll be back for the halftime show after this. You're watching Prep Basketball on Tubetown.
Life doesn't always go as planned. So when a power surge affects your TV, or a breakfast mishap takes out your laptop, Guardware multi-device protection gives you peace of mind, knowing your devices will be repaired or replaced with just one call and without breaking the bank. Protection you can trust. Guardware from Ritter. Enroll today to keep what matters most protected tomorrow.
No matter what kind of business you own or operate, you need to keep it connected. Ritter Communications delivers the fastest business internet speeds available at a price that won't slow you down. Ritter offers reliable 24-hour service with network monitoring, along with the scalable options your business needs to grow. And we do it all on our own fiber optic network. The choice is yours, and so is the savings. Connect to something better. Call or visit RitterBusiness.com today.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to RitterCommunications.com.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications. Right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
High-speed internet for every grown-up, grandparent, kid, teen, and in between. Ritter's got it. Every JPEG, MPEG, and GIF for the working mom or the working stiff, loaded in a GIF. Whether you're a blogger, gamer, or pixel tamer, don't be a slow-speed blamer. Don't waste your time waiting to load that page. Get Ritter high-speed internet. It's all the rage.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. Only from Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home. Technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
You work here, you play here, you live here, and yet most of what you watch on television is about somewhere other than here. Until now, we proudly present Tubetown, TV about you. Tubetown is a Ritter Communications exclusive network featuring local sports, community events, unique and original programming from our community. Tubetown takes what's best about television, what's best about the community, and brings them together. Tubetown, only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Satellite TV providers force you to sign a long-term contract, then saddle you with second-rate service and price increases. Ritter delivers TV service with stunning HD channels, plus bundle savings on the area's fastest internet, and a better home phone service with no long-term contracts, backed by our local customer care team. No contracts, no nonsense, just great service. Don't get stuck with a dish. Visit RitterCommunications.com to learn more.
Introducing Ritter's new whole home DVR solution. Record up to 6 of your favorite programs at the same time and watch them in up to 5 different rooms throughout your home. Manage your recordings, set parental controls, and more from your smartphone or tablet with the free Follow Me TV app. But the best part is equipment starts at only $25 per month when added to an existing TV package. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Halftime here at Lepanto. EPC leading Buffalo Island Central 32-24. And we've compiled our stats, and I want to turn it over to my tag team partner here, Wes Cisco, for the breakdown.
As you can see, BIC has the advantage in the field goal percentage. They're shooting 57% to EPC's 41. The Warriors have shot 5 more times at the free throw line. They're 5 for 10, while the Mustangs are 3 for 5. Fouls. Mustangs had 5. Warriors only had 1. So I've got somewhere messed up on there on free throws. So on fouls somewhere. I don't know where it is. Turnovers, both of them with 8 turnovers. Cannon Walling lead all scores with 12 points for the Mustangs. And leading for the Warriors is D. Buchanan with 8 points.
I'm going to cut you a break on the fouls, Wes. I think a 1 and a 7 can look alike. I've got 17 fouls for East Poinsett County. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. It happens to us as we get older, man. Buffalo Island, you've got to be impressed, though. They're staying within striking distance. And at halftime, that's what you want. If you're Coach Ballard, what are you telling your team here at halftime?
What I'm telling the team here at halftime is play our game. Don't let EPC control the tempo and play their basketball game. You're already in their home gymnasium, so you need to set the tone, and that's what they're going to have to do to get back in this ball game.
And we'll see what happens here. We've got about 2 minutes before the start of the third quarter, so we're going to step away for another quick break, and we'll come back and have tip-off of the third quarter right after this. You're watching Prep Basketball on Tubetown.
Murphy Dental Care is an avid supporter of high school athletics. Murphy Dental Care is also proud to be a sponsor for coverage of the 2A2 District Basketball Tournament on Tubetown. Everyone at Murphy Dental Care hopes to see great games filled with sportsmanship, competitiveness, and fun for all teams involved. Murphy Dental Care wishes the best of luck to the Sloan Hendricks Greyhound teams during their games in the tournament. Murphy Dental Care is located at 1031 West 3rd Street in Bowdoin, Arkansas.
The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towle & Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
Welcome back to the Michael Pierce Athletic Complex on the campus of East Poinsett County High School in Lepanto, Arkansas. For East Poinsett County has an 8-point lead over Buffalo Island. West Cisco, Marcus Carlton here courtside with you tonight. And we're just about ready, Marcus, to throw the ball in for the second half.
Yeah, start the third quarter here of Game 2. Just a quick recap. If you missed Game 1, I advise you to go back to our Facebook page and watch that game because it was, as I would like to call it, a Dick Clay barn burner. 51-50, Sloan Hendricks Lady Greyhounds pull the upset over the Salem Lady Greyhounds. Came down to a free throw with, what was it, about 3 seconds left, I believe.
Something like that.
Emily Luffman with the go-ahead free throw. And then there was another foul, and Sloan Hendricks went to the line with about 1/10 of a second left, but it's all academic at that point.
Exactly, and I'll tell you one thing. If I was in the other conference, that's going to be in the regional, I'd be kind of scared that upset happened if I'm a winner or a runner-up in that one.
You don't want to play
Salem first round.
You don't want to play an angry Salem Lady Greyhounds team in the regional. So here we go, third quarter about to get underway. EPC looking to score. Taylor from the corner. Three-pointer rattles around and drops in.
3 points within the first 10 seconds. Exactly what Coach Brown threw up at halftime.
And that extends the lead out to 11 for the Warriors. Buffalo Island. Good look underneath the McFarland. Defense recovers. Looking for help and kicks back out. And they'll look to reset. Handoff to McFarland. A little weave action on offense now. Screen being set. Pemberton had position in a mismatch on Washington. Here's a steal by Gilmore. 1-on-2. And he'll be called for the player control foul.
Yeah, he just out of control there. You got to know when, especially when you had the ball like that off a good steal, you anticipated the pass, and then you just turn the ball over on a silly, I'll say it that way, offensive player control foul.
Well, and when you drop that shoulder, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get called for the player control foul. So the ball goes back to Buffalo Island. Apologize for the audio difficulties here we're having. We're working on it.
EPC is staying with that man-to-man defense. And looked like kind of they started out with like a boxing one. Buffalo Wild did on the offensive set.
There's McFarland, short jumper from the baseline, no good. EPC clears and looks to run. There's Washington off to Joplin. Thought about the drive, now kicks back. Nice save by Taylor there. Joplin's in trouble, hits Washington on the drive, and he throws it into about the fourth row of students there. So back to the Mustangs it will go.
And there was nobody there to receive the pass for the Warriors.
Just under 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Mustangs with the ball. Getting a little physical down low with McFarland and Washington. That's a mismatch.
Yeah, Coach Fowler's like, give him the ball.
Kick out. Little confusion on who that pass was meant for there. Layup up and in. And we've got a timeout. Walling with the layup there.
And I believe it's going to have to be a full timeout for Coach Brandon Ballard and his Mustangs.
We'll step aside as well. 35-26, the Warriors lead with 5:21 left in the third. You're watching Prep Basketball on Tubetown.
Murphy Dental Care is an avid supporter of high school athletics. Murphy Dental Care is also proud to be a sponsor for coverage of the 2A2 District Basketball Tournament on Tubetown. Everyone at Murphy Dental Care hopes to see great games filled with sportsmanship, competitiveness, and fun for all teams involved. Murphy Dental Care wishes the best of luck to the Sloan Hendricks Greyhound teams during their games in the tournament. Murphy Dental Care is located at 1031 West 3rd Street in Bowdoin, Arkansas.
The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towle & Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
And we're back here. Game 2 of the semifinal night here at the Pierce Athletic Complex, the 2A2 District Tournament. And Wes, we're starting to get a full house as the crowd around the entrances, we're approaching standing room only here.
Yeah, I see some seats open, but I don't know if it's that's a nice move there by TJ Bush. I see some seats open across from us, but I don't know if they were saved because it looks like it's from the Sloan Hendricks folks.
Yeah, you didn't have quite the exodus after that girls' game that you would normally have, and seats are at a premium right now. Traveling violation on Pemberton. He immediately comes out of the game, replaced by Teeter. 37-26 is your score, just under 5 minutes here in the third. EPC extends the pressure now to three-quarter court. Joplin in the corner. To Buchanan.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Good call.
The ball had already crossed all three, both feet, and the ball had already crossed, and he tried to get it over to a teammate who hadn't established position in the front court yet.
Yeah, he didn't have 2 feet and the ball. And as you pointed out to us earlier, that constitutes the definition of a backcourt violation. BIC setting the offense, man-to-man defense for the Warriors. Drive, shot fake, and kick out. Drive by Schooley, almost stolen. Off for the three, no good. Walling with the missed on the three. Nice Euro step there by Buchanan, and he's going to be fouled.
Tate Schooley had his hand in his back on the
See the replay here.
Right there, his lower hand's right in his back.
And Buchanan goes to the line for 2. First free throw, no good. Substitution into the game for the Mustangs. Looks like that's Jesse Fry replacing Tate Schooley. Second free throw is in.
Buchanan has 9 points after missing Tuesday night's game due to illness.
You got to wonder if fatigue's going to set in on him coming off of an illness like that.
Well, I've been noticing that Coach Brown has put him in and out. He hasn't let him just stay in the game the whole time.
Limited minutes for sure. Joplin with a nice pass in the bush around. Here's Taylor for the wide open three. Bottom. Isaiah Taylor with another three. That's his third of the game.
13 points for Taylor.
And the lead grows to 15. Mustangs try to answer with a three of their own, and McFarland does just that.
McFarland can hit him. He showed that on Monday night in the upset win over the Cotter Warriors.
Lead back to 12.
And that's his second for the night.
Approaching the 3-minute mark now of the third quarter. And EPC looks to spread it out a bit with a 4-out, 1-in offense. Forcing the Mustangs to extend their D. Buchanan with a long three. No good. Buffalo Island clears. Pass ahead. Knocked out of bounds. Good play by Buchanan to break up the layup.
Bryant really wasn't ready for that basketball, so the Mustangs kind of got a lucky break there.
Yeah, I would agree.
With the Warriors hitting it out of bounds.
Gilmore back into the game for the Warriors, replacing Bush. McFarland to inbound for the Mustangs. Little lob pass, pump fake, shot up, no good. Gilmore clears the board. Briefly slapped away, but he recovers. Kick ahead, three-pointer from the corner, and Joplin got it. Wes, you feel momentum has completely gone away from the Mustangs, and EPC starting to impose their will a bit.
And this is exactly what they did against Flippin on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
They let them hang around for a little while, and then all of a sudden momentum started. The Bobcats got tired in the second half, and exactly what's happening here with the Mustangs.
Yeah, it's almost like they flip a switch and say, okay, now it's time to turn it up a notch or two. And at that point, you know, your defense, you're frustrated, you're getting fatigued, and you start to give up buckets that you shouldn't. Taylor out of the corner.
And shots that you would usually make just won't go in for you.
Sure. Yeah. At that point, it just seems like that nothing can go right. Buchanan thought about the three, penetrates. Nice dump off to Gilmore underneath for two more.
That's exactly, they lured them to sleep right there because of the fatigue factor. Nice screen by Fry.
That's a solid screen. Missed the layup. Buchanan steals the board away, and he's driving 1-on-3, decides to back it out. Three-pointer from Buchanan now, no good. Buffalo Island clears, and now they're looking to run. Nice pull-up. Buchanan's going to be whistled for the block.
Let's look at that one again. You see he's leaning back before any kind of contact happens.
I've got three on Buchanan.
Looks like Gilmore's got a
cut. Looks like he's got a small cut. So he'll have to come out. Looks like TJ Bush to replace him. Do we maybe have some blood? Maybe have some blood on the floor. Nice dish there to Gilmore underneath. I'm not sure if that's where he got his hand cut or what, but he's headed to the locker room. I think we've got blood on the floor because.
I think so. They're
oh yeah, I see it. I see it right in front of Eddie Hillis. Just there's 3 or 4 little drops there about the 3-point line on the right side.
So he's telling everybody go to the bench while they get something to.
Somebody find the bleach. So we'll have a brief stoppage in the action here while we clean up the blood. We'll take this time to thank our sponsors once again, Faith Funeral Service in Manila, Murphy Dental Care in Imboden, and Tal & Sons Auto Sales in Manila. Very nice of them to step up and answer the call for sponsorships and for our coverage of all 16 games of this tournament.
And again, away from the Twin Lakes here.
Just some replays here, Wes. Nice three there by McFarland. But you can just kind of see even on defense, you know, it's taking Buffalo Island a little longer to get out on some of these open threes. There's that great dish again to Gilmore. And I'm not sure that he didn't maybe hit his hand on the backboard. But he went to the locker room to get cleaned up and has not come back yet, I don't believe.
And
I don't see number 1 on the bench, so he's still
out,
being attended to.
And also, we'd like to thank everybody at home and or wherever you're at watching here on Facebook Live.
Absolutely.
Because if it weren't for you, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Well, and it's pretty cool to look at the video and see all the comments from everybody coming in. You know, just even if it's just a comment on the game of Go Warriors or Go Mustangs, it's nice to see the interaction there. Now we've got some staff from EPC.
Yeah, it looks like we have a blood trail going. So.
Yeah. So he definitely had it's a fairly significant cut to have a trail of blood go that far, because it starts all the way up here almost at the free throw line on this end of the floor.
It looks like probably where he went to the bench area.
Yeah, I think he was coming out when the blood trail began. But I mean, we're seated here at the top of the bleachers, and I can see blood drops, you know, all the way out to the corner of the free throw line almost. So he had a pretty decent little cut. Tell you what, while they're cleaning up the mess, we're gonna step aside for a quick break, and we'll be back for the last minute here of the third quarter. After this, you're watching Prep Basketball on Tubetown.
Murphy Dental Care is an avid supporter of high school athletics. Murphy Dental Care is also proud to be a sponsor for coverage of the 2A2 District Basketball Tournament on Tubetown. Everyone at Murphy Dental Care hopes to see great games filled with sportsmanship, competitiveness, and fun for all teams involved. Murphy Dental Care wishes the best of luck to the Sloan Hendricks Greyhound teams during their games in the tournament. Murphy Dental Care is located at 1031 West 3rd Street in Bowdoin, Arkansas.
The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towle & Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
Back at the Pierce Athletic Complex, and we're finishing up cleanup of some blood spots on the floor.
On aisles 1 through 3.
Yeah. Clean up on aisle 7. And I don't believe Gilmore has made his way back to the EPC bench yet. I don't see him on the bench, so he's still being tended to in the locker room. You know, that's got to be frustrating for him as a competitor.
Yeah. And also, don't forget to stay with us. We've still got 2 more games after this one.
That's right.
The 7 o'clock game says the number 1 seed out of the East, the Marmaduke Lady Greyhounds, taking on the number 2 seed out of the West, the Cotter Lady Warriors. In our nightcap, the 1 seed out of the East, the undefeated Martree Indians, are playing the 2 seed out of the West, the Sloan Hendricks Greyhounds.
And that makes sense why seats are at a premium, because the crowd that came in for the Sloan Hendricks ladies game decided we'll stick around. They're feeling pretty froggy after pulling off the win, and decided they'll just stick around and watch the boys and see if the boys can pull an upset.
Yeah, they're watching their boys. Salem's going to stay here. The scouts see which team they're going to play tomorrow night, as we're getting ready to shoot free throws for Noah Tedder.
Yeah, we're cleaning the ball now, and then we'll be, I think this is more precautionary. I don't believe there was any blood on the ball, but better safe than sorry in this kind of case.
Exactly, even if there is.
Eddie putting a little elbow grease on that ball there, detailing it out, if you will.
And he's
well, he's going to do it. He's going to do it right, you know, so. All right, a couple test bounces. Now I think we're ready for action. All right. So after the brief stoppage, and I say brief tongue-in-cheek, we'll have Noah Teeter at the line. I think this is this a 1-and-1, Wes? No, this is 2. 2 shots.
After that long
stoppage, man, I forgot.
Yeah, it was a long time out, so that kind of iced Teeter also. Yeah. He missed both.
Missed both free throws. Battle for the board, and it's out of bounds off the Warriors.
Off of TJ Bush.
Substitution into the game for Buffalo Island. Jace Couch. I did not see who he replaced.
Teeter.
Teeter, okay. So Buffalo Island to inbound on the far side. Inbound to McFarland. McFarland being heavily pressured by Washington. Washington's very quick on D. Moves his feet well. He's just he's a good player. Here's McFarland. Short jumper, rattles around and rolls off, and Washington clears for the Warriors.
That one's going to go in for McFarland more times than not.
Yeah, that's not a shot that he normally misses.
Under 40 to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, approaching the 30-second mark here. Buchanan out top. 25 seconds now. Buchanan almost lost it, recovers. 20 seconds. There's a screen by Bush. Drive and kick. Might have got away with a few steps. Bush loses the board. 6 seconds. 5 Buffalo Island looking to push here. Layup no good. 3, 2, 1. Shot off. Does not go.
They're saying no shot.
So we move to the fourth with EPC holding on to a 15-point lead. We'll step away for a quick timeout and be back with the fourth quarter. You're watching Prep Basketball on Tubetown.
Tickets to the 2018 Ag Bash are on sale now. Support local children and families by attending Ag for Autism's Ag Bash, a night of food, fun, silent auction, and even a special performance by Barrett Baber of NBC's The Voice. Ag for Autism is an allegiance of Northeast Arkansas agriculture-related businesses dedicated to helping children and families affected by autism. Ag Bash goes down Monday, March 12th at ASU Centennial Hall. Purchase tickets or become a sponsor at agforautism.org.
The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towle & Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
And we're back here at the Pierce Athletic Complex. Fourth quarter of Game 2 on the night. The homestanding EPC Warriors leading 46-29 over the BIC Mustangs. Full house here at Lepanto, which we expected nothing less. When you get down to semifinals and finals of the district tournament, no matter the venue, you're going to have a full house.
Exactly. And that just goes to show you the state of basketball in Arkansas. People love it. You go to Hot Springs during the finals week, and it's usually standing room only on that as well.
You bet. Well, let's not forget that some of these schools, basketball is their lifeblood. They don't have football. Some of the schools in this conference, like Buffalo Island, don't have a football team, so they live for basketball season.
Buffalo Island, Carter, Sloan Hendrick, Salem, Lippin, all those do not have football teams.
Farland with the drive and kick. Thought about the three, now attempts to drive baseline. Pull up, fadeaway, no good, but McFarland's there for the putback.
Right place, right time for McFarland. No box out from the Warriors.
Long three by Gilmore, air ball. Battle for the board. Jump ball. And let's see.
That's going to stay with the Warriors.
Substitution in the game. Tate Schooley back in for Buffalo Island. Replaces Jesse Fry. So Warriors retain possession here. Buchanan to inbound. To Joplin, and Joplin decides to pull it out. Now back to Buchanan in the corner. And the Warriors have gone back to their 4-out, 1-in offense to try to spread the defense a little bit. Drive and kick. Now the skip pass back out.
It's like they're going to try to run a little clock and just give what the Mustangs, take what the Mustangs give them.
Well, when you spread them out like this, your goal here is to, in addition to running clock, to maybe get a backdoor cut.
Backdoor cut, a screen and roll.
Sure. Lull the defense to sleep here and, use a version of the old Princeton backdoor offense. Buchanan calling for the ball down in the corner.
And now Coach Ballard's asking for a trapping defense, and Coach Brown's going to call a timeout, and it's going to be a full.
Full timeout, so we'll step aside for the quick break and be back after this. You're watching Prep Basketball on Tubetown.
It's time once again for the 2018 ESA St. Jude Radio Cablethon. Saturday, March 3rd from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. You can watch live on Ritter Communications Tubetown, Channel 21 in Arkansas and Channel 11 in Tennessee. Or take the Cablethon with you. Watch via Facebook Live on the Tubetown Facebook page or listen to the audio simulcast on Thunder Country 96.3. Don't miss the 2018 ESA St. Jude Radio Cablethon.
The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towle & Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
6:24 to go in this one between the homestanding East Poinsett County Warriors and the Buffalo Island Central Mustangs. Warriors in full control right here with a 15-point lead and the ball. Buchanan to inbound. And we got a traveling violation by Washington. I believe he drug his pivot foot is what happened there.
Fry comes back in. Placing Jace Couch.
And Buffalo Island will inbound the ball to McFarland. McFarland pushing. Kick out for three, no good. And the ball off Buchanan, and it'll stay with the Mustangs. You know, in the second quarter, Walling had quite the hot hand, but he's cooled off significantly here in the second half. I've only got him for 2 points in the third quarter and nothing here in the fourth after putting up 12 in the second quarter. Teeter in. Offensive foul.
We're going to say back into him there.
And I believe he did. You can push a little bit for position, but you can't just,
Even if you're backing up, you can't just back and run over.
Right. They have a right to the position as a defender, so it'll be a turnover. Foul and a turnover. And another turnover. Traveling violation by Joplin. Substitutions into the game. We've got Logan Harrison seeing his first action of the night. Washington tried to get in at the last second, and he was just a hair too late. $15-footer on the way, and it drops. I guess Walling heard me talking about him and decided he needed to get on the board. 46-33. Full court pressure by Buffalo Island results in a foul. It's like Tate Schooley with the foul. Substitution into the game. Harrison back out quickly. And EPC pushes ahead. Wide open underneath is Isaiah Taylor for two more.
Nobody down for the Mustangs, and easy two for Taylor.
Gilmore skies for the board, and we've got a touch foul by McFarland. And another substitution into the game. This will be Kyle Thrasher for Buffalo Island. And we had another sub. I didn't see who that one. Oh, Harrison back into the game again. So ball knocked out of bounds by Buffalo Island. It'll stay with the Warriors. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter. And the Warriors stay with this 4-out, 1-in offense. It's been effective for them here in the second half. Making Buffalo Island chase all over the floor. Good interception of the skip pass there. Three-pointer on the way. He's fouled. The three does not fall, but he'll go to the line for three after being fouled by Travis Joplin.
And I think probably what's happening here with these substitutions are offense for defense. Even though it's under 5 minutes, they've got fresh bodies with 5 fouls.
First free throw on the way. It looks to be short. No legs on that shot there, Wes.
Yeah, you can tell he's getting tired. This heat in this gym's getting to him.
It's getting to me as well. Second free throw also short. You know, a famous coach once said, fatigue will make cowards of all of us. We've both got our hands up right now, so. First 2 free throws, no good. Third one on the way. Rattles around, and it falls out to the side as well. Shot up, no good. Battle for the board, and it goes out of bounds off EPC. Here comes McFarland back into the game, replacing Thrasher for the Mustangs. 4:43 left. 15-point lead for East Poinsett County. Looks like they will move on to the finals tomorrow night at 8:30 to play the winner of Mark Tree and Sloan Hendricks. And not advocating betting, but if I'm a betting man, I'd probably bet on Mark Tree in that game. Whistle and a foul.
But you don't know what those rivals.
Foul was on, I believe, TJ Bush.
Yes.
His third.
Well, that's rival to the umpteenth degree.
Oh yeah, EPC and Mark Tree. That's a long-standing rivalry, and it doesn't matter if they're playing basketball, football, or checkers. That one's going to be intense. Free throw was up and good. Tom McFarland. Did he get both of those, Wes?
He got 1 out of 2.
1 out of 2.
He goes out. Thrasher checks back in for the defense. There's going to be a foul on Thrasher.
Foul by Thrasher. 48-34. East Poinsett County leads here. 4.5 left in the game. Buffalo Island extends the pressure full court. EPC breaks the pressure off to the corner. Taylor thought about the three and decided against it. Now he's trapped and in trouble. Finds Bush. Bush to Gilmore. Gilmore up for the slam. And he's fouled. Nice cut here on the replay you see. Now that's close enough, Wes. I'm counting that as a slam.
And Thrasher, the one with the foul, he's coming out. Him and Wayne Wildley. Caleb Dublin is checking back in along with McFarland.
That's what happens in that spread you out.
Yeah.
4-out, 1-in offense. That's what you want right there.
And exactly what they were looking for the whole time.
Absolutely. Here's a three-pointer on the way, no good. Air ball. And the Warriors are off and running again. Taylor back to Gilmore. And back up top to Buchanan. Now to Gilmore, drives baseline. Dumps it off for Bush, a little 12-footer, no good. Coach Brown throws his hands up in frustration as to ask why. McFarland to the corner, back to Schooley. Now back to McFarland. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound secured by Harrison. And Harrison kicks out. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Battle, scramble for the board. Bodies flying everywhere, and Buffalo Island comes away with the board. Dump down underneath. Layup up and in by Walling.
Timeout. Buffalo Island. It'll have to be a full timeout.
Have to be a full timeout. So we'll step aside as well. 51-36 with 3:14 left in the game. You're watching Prep Basketball on Tubetown.
Murphy Dental Care is an avid supporter of high school athletics. Murphy Dental Care is also proud to be a sponsor for coverage of the 2A2 District Basketball Tournament on Tubetown. Everyone at Murphy Dental Care hopes to see great games filled with sportsmanship, competitiveness, and fun for all teams involved. Murphy Dental Care wishes the best of luck to the Sloan Hendricks Greyhound teams during their games in the tournament. Murphy Dental Care is located at 1031 West 3rd Street in Bowdoin, Arkansas.
The 2A2 District Tournament on Tubetown is brought to you by Faith Funeral Service, Murphy Dental Care, Towle & Sons Auto Sales, Ritter Communications.
And we're back here at the Pierce Athletic Complex. 3:14 left in the game. EPC Warriors in full control with a 15-point lead. Wes, real quick, we got a couple of scores from other tournaments around. From the 3A3 conference semifinals at Piggott, Riverside Lady Rebels will be moving on as they defeat Corning 65-43. As we have a whistle and another foul, I believe.
That's going to be on Blaine Wallaby. He checked in at the break.
Another score. Oh, wow. This is a bit of an upset in the making here. West Memphis ladies lead Nettleton. I believe, yeah, that's ladies. Lead Nettleton at the half 37-30. That's a bit of an upset in the making there, Wes. It'll be interesting to see if West Memphis can hold on. Gilmore's free throw is up and in.
Knowing Coach Jason Smith, he'll have a few words at the half.
No doubt about that. I saw a stat the other day on Nettleton's Lady Raiders, and I believe in the last 2 seasons or 3, they're approaching like a total of 55 or 60 wins total in the last couple of seasons. I mean, that's an amazing run.
It sure is.
Shot up no good. Taylor clears the board for EPC and is immediately fouled by McFarland. And so we'll walk it to the other end and shoot more free throws.
Another score to pass along in the 3A3 at Piggott. Osceola defeats Rivercrest 69-38 in boys action. And looks like we have mass substitutions here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, we've got a whole new 5 coming in for Buffalo Island here. Some of these young guys, some experience here in tournament play. You still move on next week to the regional in Mark Tree. You know, there's no point in running the risk of getting one of your top 5 players injured to where it affects, next week as well. Hard
and I don't think
Buchanan.
it was any. I think he just came down hard. I don't think there was any foul or anything on that.
Apparently, it sounded worse than it was because D. Buchanan has popped back to his feet.
And with the coach coming out, I think either he has to call a timeout or give him a sub because he come on ahead and come out on the floor. So
he's calling for a sub.
Now
here.
He can buy him back with the timeout if he wants to.
At this point, I would sub. At this point, that's just me. It looks like that's what's going to happen. Michael Williams looks to be a little conference as to whether or not. Yeah, and Buchanan's going to come out. Man, that you could hear the thud all the way here to the top of the bleachers, but good to see him walking off under his own power. He may feel that more tomorrow than he does right now.
Exactly. And I don't know if he wanted to feel tomorrow if you have to face Mark Tree.
Yeah, that's true. Someone get that man an ice pack for his head.
Coach Bauer was asking for a loose, nobody had possession, asking for a tie-up. Nice
outlet pass and missed the layup. Looks almost like you have a very young lineup on the floor for Buffalo Island.
Jesse Fry's a 6'2 sophomore. And he's kicking himself wanting that one back.
Wes, looking over the roster here for Buffalo Island, I've got to ask, are there any boys in school at Buffalo Island that don't play senior high ball? We've got to have between 20 and 25 guys on this roster.
Yeah, there's exactly, I think I counted, just a second here. And there's going to be a foul on Fry.
2.5 remaining here in the fourth. And
23 players on the Mustangs roster.
Wow. That's 4 teams worth of 5. Joplin to the line. Free throw is up and in. He'll get another. And the second one's in as well. Makes it 55-36. And we got a breakaway here. Let's see what happens. Alley-oop. Oh, and he couldn't control the ball, but he was fouled. Here you see, they had it in mind. You could see his eyes getting big. He couldn't quite grab a hold. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt there because that's the hand that he cut.
Yeah.
So he may be, we'll give him a pass on that one. Gilmore, he's got springs in his legs, man. He can get up. Free throws up and in for Gilmore. And substitutions into the game for EPC. Yeah, I believe he's in a little bit of pain there with that hand. You can see him, he was flexing pretty much the whole time he didn't have the ball. Free throw's good. And Gilmore comes out. Preston Raines in. I believe Lewis is number 22 for EPC. I don't have him on my roster, but I believe he came into the game the other night, and Principal Brian Weathers was good enough to answer a text and tell me who that was. Let me get this young man's name so I get it correctly here. Let's see.
Three, no good.
Luis Lopez is number 22 for East Poinsett County. And if he scores here, the crowd will erupt. Steal by Buffalo Island. Pushes ahead, foul, layup no good. And who do we have here? About another sub about to make his way in. 2 more subs, actually. I believe these are some of the freshmen that may have got moved up after the junior high season. But I don't believe I have either one of these guys on my roster. So I'm going to test my theory here and see if Coach Weathers can, or Principal Weathers can give me an answer here. Certainly want to give these guys their due when they get into the game, and they're not listed on the roster, so we'll do our best here to make it happen.
Who do you have? What number?
24 and 4. Tell you what, I'll go back to the people here on our Facebook audience and see if anybody there can help me out.
I got Jamario Burris as number 4.
I have him as 23, so I'm not sure which is correct.
I do not have a 24. There's Burris for the
3-pointer on the way. 4 is Jamario Crawford. Layup no good, but a foul. So thank you to Principal Weathers for that. And 24 is Nick Woods. How about that, man? You can't ask for better service than that from Principal Weathers. He and EPC have made us feel very welcome all week, and nothing like being able to text a principal in the middle of the game to get players' names that are not on your roster. Free throw by Thrasher is no good. Second free throw bounces off as well. Rebound grabbed by Taylor Gibson. Another layup missed, and here's a steal. Back over again, and Thrasher finally gets his layup to fall. Approaching the 1 minute mark left, 57-39. Warriors in full control. Crowd clamoring for Lopez to get the ball. Shot up by Lopez, no good. And it'll stay with the Warriors. 53.5 remaining. Inbound comes to Raines. Raines up with the easy 2. So Raines gets in the scorebook. Preston Raines on the board. Long 2 on the way. No good. Recovered by Buffalo Island. Drive all the way to the hole, blocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Mustangs. Nice block there by Jamario Crawford.
Good defense by the Warriors.
3-pointer on the way, no good. Crawford battles for the rebound, but it's controlled by Buffalo Island. 3-pointer out of the corner, long. Williams clears.
John Garrett Anderson with those 2 tries.
3-pointer on the way, no good. And this will just about do it for this one. 5 seconds, 4, 3. 3-pointer's good by Taylor Gibson, and that'll do it. 59-42 is your final. East Poinsett County moves on. We're going to step aside for a quick break, tally some stats, and we'll put a bow on this one. You're watching Prep Basketball on Tubetown.
Life doesn't always go as planned. So when a power surge affects your TV, or a breakfast mishap takes out your laptop, Guardware multi-device protection gives you peace of mind, knowing your devices will be repaired or replaced with just one call, and without breaking the bank. Protection you can trust. Guardware from Ritter. Enroll today to keep what matters most protected tomorrow.
No matter what kind of business you own or operate, you need to keep it connected. Ritter Communications delivers the fastest business internet speeds available at a price that won't slow you down. Ritter offers reliable 24-hour service with network monitoring, along with the scalable options your business needs to grow. And we do it all on our own fiber optic network. The choice is yours, and so is the savings. Connect to something better. Call or visit RitterBusiness.com today.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to RitterCommunications.com.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
High-speed internet for every grown-up, grandparent, kid, teen, and in between. Ritter's got it. Every JPEG, MPEG, and GIF for the working mom or the working stiff, loaded in a GIF. Whether you're a blogger, gamer, or pixel tamer, don't be a slow-speed blamer. Don't waste your time waiting to load that page. Get Ritter high-speed internet. It's all the rage.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home, technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
With so many great mega services available from Ritter Communications, it's hard to pick just one. Save a bundle with bundled services. Talk as much as you want, when you want, with unlimited long distance. Get the speed you need with up to 15, 30, 50, and even 100 megabits per second internet. Enjoy online bill pay and protect all your online data and devices with Tech Home and Guardware. With so many choices, options, and savings from Ritter, all you can say is, wow! Mega services, mega savings. That's Mega Ritter.
And we welcome you back into the Pierce Athletic Complex, where the homestanding EPC Warriors will move on to the finals to face the winner of Sloan Hendricks and Mark Tree tomorrow night at 8:30. Wes, EPC just kind of imposed their will in the second half, and as you can see here, the breakdown kind of shows a little bit of the same story.
Exactly. They did exactly what they did Tuesday night, the flip, and they just wore them out. And in the second half, they, like you said, they imposed their will. BIC only shot 36% from the field. Of course, these numbers are unofficial.
Sure.
EPC shot 43. 15 free throws for the Mustangs. They only hit 5 of them. 13 out of 19 for the Warriors. Fouls were, okay, 18 total fouls. That's not just a half. That's total for the Mustangs. 13 for the Warriors. And turnovers were fairly even. 11 for the Mustangs, 10 for the Warriors. Our player of the game goes to Jonathan Gilmore. He had 15 points for the Warriors. And for leading the way for the Mustangs was Kenan Walling with 18 points. And so
I think it's just a matter of, EPC played hard, but I think they were just a little outmanned tonight. And I'm sorry, BIC played hard, and they were outmanned by the Warriors. So the Warriors move on and await the winner of the nightcap tonight. But first, we've got more girls action coming up. And right now, we're going to step away, kind of reset our feed and get the new feed going for the game. And we'll be back here in a few minutes for the Cotter Lady Warriors and the Marmaduke Greyhounds. So we'll see you in just